In 2017, the Brainseed Factory and IndieBox came together to bring you Typoman Revised. This is the latest collector's edition that I picked up, so let's take a look at it, everyone. As always with all of these collector's editions, you get the nice looking IndieBox sticker that you can use on whatever you desire. I really like how they use the Typoman for the O. It's a really nice touch. Along with the overall aesthetics, it has a vintage looking look with the washed out colors. This is probably my favorite one of all the ones that I've seen so far. Now, this is probably my favorite thing in this whole box. We'll get to some of the other things a little bit later. Let's take a look at this beautiful fountain pen that you get. This is a nice gold and black. You see the little inscription right here. And this is just something that, especially that, the hero, this is something that if you're a fan of using like the old timely kind of pens, or if you like to do things with ink and drawing like that, this is one of the nicer things, and something that really surprised me because I wish there was a little bit more with this, because there's only just a pen, you don't get the ink. I think it would have been really awesome if they also included the ink in here, but overall this is a definitely pretty well done fountain pen, and it's my favorite thing in this box. This is something that you can redeem. I have really no use for it. This is a free game that I got with this particular box, and here's the code down here for anyone who wants to redeem it. So the figure, this is something that I was also looking forward to, but as I found out, it's not that great. See, that's it's kind of sturdy, but the one flaw that I seen was, I'm not entirely sure if it's all of them. You can see the little legs at the bottom. One is pretty opened up, and when I tried to actually fit this on the stand, which is actually the solid piece, and I have no problems with the stand, but if you try to fit it on here, you can see that the leg kind of wedges out. Oh, right there. Oh man, this is one of the worst things that you can have when you see a figure like that. It stands on its own. It's really nice, especially when you have that fountain pen, but just the base itself is nice and sturdy. You can take a good look at the bottom there, the nice little brown. It's painted pretty well, only if the figure was much better. You can see the fountain pen goes in there really smoothly, but if you do like even shake it a little bit, the figure is really wobbly, and man, that is just something that really sucks. So hopefully if you get one of these, yours will be a lot better. Here is the box, something that I didn't really show off in the previous videos. This one in particular is very shiny. Here is the side view of the box, along with the back of the box. Briefly seen 2017 inscribed on the side of the box at the bottom, but here is basically some dialogue that you can see inspired by the life of devoted writers. It's basically a summary of this whole entire story, which is a pretty cool one that I actually played. And as we scroll down, you can see some of the screenshots on the right side along with the bottom icons, which is pretty neat. So here is the disc. Have the back of the box, pretty much the same amount of text. The only thing that's different on here is the stuff at the bottom, and the screenshot on the left is a little bit different, as you can see. But the most important thing is the inside. It got a little messed up. You can see I had a few defects in this particular indie box that I received. The manual was a little bit messed up, but at least the inside of the manual pretty much makes up for that. It has a lot of nice stuff with the screenshots, of course the letter from the developer, the story, game, and objectives. This is all very nice to see, and I really like how it has a nice plain black background to it, along with some of the enemy types that you'll be facing in here with a little bit of descriptions. It's really nice. I love how all of these are catered to the specific game, and there's a lot of fun. You can even have some notes to scribble down, which is very useful since there's a lot of wordplay and things you'll be messing around with, so you can write down some notes. A total of 22 tracks are available on this soundtrack that you get, which is nice, along with the tips and tricks that can help you a little bit with the game and gives you some clues to how to play the game a little bit more. And this is one of the particularly harder games, especially it has a little bit of a puzzle element in it, surreal and darkness, which is one of the reasons why I picked this particular indie box up. Here are the discs that come with the game. It's a nice play. I thought it was going to be the same as the boxer like the other games, but this is different. It has red and black, a very nice contrast to the gray and black that you see on the box, of course, with two characters important to the game. And it's just a really nice, and I would say this is probably the best one since it doesn't reuse the assets that's on the front of the box or anything like that. So for $49.99, I would say this is one that you want to pick up on a sale. The other ones that I picked up, I thought they were a little bit more worth it, but the game is only $10 on Steam, so you're basically paying for all of these other things. And especially if you have a defect with the plastic statue that you get, it kind of really puts a damper on it. The thing that is really saving this is the fountain pen, which is really nice, and also the stand. Otherwise, I would say if it came with ink to go with the whole theme overall, that would have been really fun to actually just draw and it really get you involved with the game. You also have the notes, but you know, if you just want to pick up the game itself, I still recommend just buying it on Steam.